Discovery video 38. This is Hollywood Park on closing day. Claiming 8,000. I highlighted the race condition. That is a preferred race. If you follow the view all Discovery videos banner or link on the Horse Racing Digest page, and you see this big red arrow here. This is my listing of the value odds and overlay preferred races. In these races, I have a better than average chance on getting a big odds, value odds, or overlay winner. Also, in these types of races, the betting favorite frequently runs out of the money. All non-graded stakes and grade 3s. All maiden claiming races, maiden special weight, claiming races with a condition, like non-winners of or any kind of condition following the claiming price. Bottom and low-level claiming races. This is usually your $5,000 to $10,000 claimers at most tracks. And this video, we're looking at an 8 claimer, so it fits in that category. In your world-class tracks, maybe a little higher than 5 to 10. And then all races on the turf. It's all turf races, and all races run over a wet track. Okay. Well, we've established this is a preferred race, claiming 8,000 at Hollywood Park. Next, we look for a value odds horse. We don't have to look far. There's one right on top. Am I talking fast enough for you? Number 6, Hidden Romance. You know why I'm talking so fast is because this is something that occurs frequently. These big winners. Well, not this big. This is a pretty good one, though. I'll have to admit that. But it's a frequent thing. And we have a process, and we go through exactly the same process. But in any case, we've established a preferred race, and we next look for a value odds horse. There's one right on top. Now, what is the next thing we need to do? Are we going to be interested in this horse? Well, it depends on the odds near post time. So, odds near post time. That is not a misprint. 70 to 1 on Hidden Romance. Chocolate Sunday, the second pick, favorite 4 to 5. Havens Lake and Gotham Spirit 5 to 1 and 6 to 1, respectively. So the obvious overlay is the top pick in the race at 70 to 1. Why is this horse 70 to 1? First of all, well, I can tell you why. It's very simple. The betting public usually looks at a horse's last race finish position, and the race, maybe the race previous to that as well. And if those two are both poor, usually no matter what else is going on with the horse, the betting public will avoid it like the plague. And as you can see here, Hidden Romance finished 8th last time out in a 10-horse field, 6th last time before that in a 7-horse field. Now, that theory of throwing a horse out with a couple of poor finishes in its recent starts sounds kind of normal, maybe is the right word. Obvious, maybe. But here's the thing. Horses in horse racing, thoroughbreds, they do not run their best race in every race, and usually they do not run their worst race in every race. So they run in cycles. The trick is to be able to predict when a horse is going to move forward. Okay? Because it's easy to see horses that have already moved forward, like horses that finished 2nd and 3rd in their last race, and that was an improvement over the race before. Well, they're the obvious ones that are moving forward. But what about the horses that, some horses do this, they'll jump from real bad race to a win, and then most likely after the win, another real bad race. These are the horses that the betting public has trouble finding. But the way that the way that we look at patterns and stuff, it's a lot easier for us. For us, the prediction factor on Hidden Romance was a big improvement today. Now we got 70 to 1. What can we have for confidence or reasons why? Okay, we got some good combinations here. You see value odds with par, value odds with total pace. Always remember, the top pick with the best total pace is an angle I absolutely love. One of my favorite all time. Free ebook on the Horse Racing Digest page. It's here all the time. It'll explain in detail all 36 angles. But angle 10, the value odds angle, here's the important part. There are 5 certain other icons that, when listed on a value odds horse, have proven to be very potent. Pace, final time, par, late pace, total pace. And this 70 to 1 shot here in this race has both the par and total pace advantage. Par meaning the horse has run a race recently that could be good enough to win today's race if repeated. Now, that par icon on a 4 to 5 shot or a 4 to 1 shot or a 5 to 1 shot is nothing special. But when the par icon is on a 70 to 1 shot, that's a little different story. Okay? All these purple boxes, each one is one of the 36 proven winning overlay angles. Like I said, you can check out the ebook whenever you want. That was angle 10, and also another really important angle that this horse has got going is angle 30, and that's the total pace rating angle. And here's the important part of all that. When a horse has got the best total pace indicated by that icon, super fantastic mini angle would also involve if that same horse has the best mid-pace rating or the highest turn time rating. Okay, this horse, our long shot, Hidden Romance, has both the highest turn time rating in the field with a 105. That's the measurement of the speed around the final turn. Horses that make that fast move around the final turn can put themselves in good position for the stretch drive. And as you can see with the 105, Hidden Romance has much the best turn time rating, and also the 99 mid-pace rating I've highlighted here. It's underlined on the report. The best mid-pace rating in the field. Notice the 191 total pace rating is much higher than any other horse in the race. Okay, a full 10 points higher than the next, or actually 7 points, 8 points. Yeah, I'll get it right one of these days. So it's a significant advantage. Absolutely. One other thing I'm going to mention before we put the bets together is the significance of the key race icon. Most of the betting public will look at a horse like this coming out of finishing 8th in the 10-horse field and realize, maybe they know it's a key race, but they'll go, there's a key race, but the horse finished 8th. Okay, now listen. I have found it to be significant that when a horse comes out of a key race, even if it finished dead last in that race, I find it in my long-term studies to be significant. Okay, so just because that horse is exiting a key race and he or she finished poorly in that race does not mean you discredit the key race information in the particular situation. Okay, this is what I have learned through much research. Okay, now I think we've got pretty good reason to be a little confident in our 70 to 1 shot. And we're going to put the bets together. First bet is always the win bet. Even if we're going to play exotic wagers, we must get the win bet down. $10 to win is what I do here on the videos. So we'll do that on number 6, Hidden Romance. Some players only do win bets. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I know players with unlimited bankrolls that only make win bets. So it's not only for the player that might be a little light on the bankroll and need to build that up. It's for anybody who really wants a very conservative wager. And but like I said, even if you do exotic wagers, get the win bet down first, especially if we're dealing with a 70 to 1 shot. Do you really want to have a trifecta on this horse and not a win bet and miss the trifecta? I mean, at that point, you would consider jumping off the balcony. But we've all been there before. No need to do that. We get our win bets down. First and foremost, we eliminate the pain of that happening. Next in line for me is exactas and daily doubles, and I wheel those. What I would do a 6 all exacta in this race for $2. And also, if it's daily doubles, I would do a 6 all double, and If it was a rolling double, I'd have an all 6 double coming into this race because I would look ahead before the 5th race and I'd go, oh, preferred race, value odds, total pace on top. But so I have that exactas and doubles rolling. Doubles rolling, exactas both wheeled with the key horse. Now, next up is the trifecta. Here's the strategy. 6 on top, all by herself. Second position, we put the 1, 10, 4, 3. That represents the rest of Group A and the top horse in Group B. Third position, all. 10-cent super, fourth position, all. That's the strategy. John K. Court. Oh, excuse me. I thought... Oh, Kerwin John. Excuse me. I assumed, because of the price of the horse, I saw John K. and I'm thinking of John Kenton Court, who, you know, as you probably know, frequently brings in a lot of long shots. And he was in Southern California, then left. But in any case, Kerwin John. All right. We don't really care who rides as long as they get him. As long as they get our 70-1 shot home. 68-1 actually on the final odds. And this was a very thrilling race. When these horses come from behind like that, thrilling as can be. 138.80. 643 is how it ran, and we're catching it all. 6-4, so we even got our trifecta. We got a $2 exacta, so... Oh, and by the way, your 4 to 5 shot, like I said in the beginning of the video, out of the money, out of the super, completely. $2 exact is what I play, so I have that 360 twice, 7 and change. $1 trifecta, our strategy hit, 4,887. Throw another $2,000 for good measure on the 10-cent payout of the super, and both daily doubles. So total return here, this one horse, $9,806.23. How to have a live 70-1 shot leap off the page at you. I put a lot of thought into that headline, and I wanted the headline to absolutely directly describe the video and the race itself. And I really believe that it does in this case. Because obviously, when we were looking at the odds near post time, 70-1 was incredible. And if you are betting in advance and you can't watch the tote board live, I suggest you use twinspires.com. They don't advertise with us or anything because we don't accept any advertising, but I believe that they have the best in the conditional wagering is what they have offered, where you can set minimum odds on the horse that you want to bet. So you can look at these preferred races and find your value odds horses and say, okay, I'll place the bet, but I want minimum odds of then whatever you want, 10-1, 12-1, whatever. And conditional wagering at TwinSpires will only place your bet if your horse is going off. Let's say you set it 0 minutes to post time, 10-1. If your horse is going off at those odds are higher, your bet is placed. If your horse is bet down and you don't want anything below a certain amount of odds, your bet is not placed with conditional wagering, however you set it up. So for those of you that like to bet in advance, can't be there for the tote board and the live race, that is your solution. I've got solutions for everything. I am the solution man. And got a lot of emails on this one, obviously. A lot of people that follow my videos that had the reports were all over this like white on rice. And it's nice when you can have confidence in a 70-1 shot, I'll tell you that. It took a long time to come up with this way of playing, and the proven strategies took a long time. They took well over a decade to formulate with confidence, but they work. So I encourage you to watch. You got 38 videos now on the Discovery series. Then in the previous series on the Horse Racing Digest page, look for the laptop computer. That's got 424 videos, and the combination, we're reaching 500 videos. You'll be able to see every particular situation that could ever happen. And when you've watched a video, and then all of a sudden you see a race in front of you, and you say, "Hey, I saw a video about a race just like this, so I know exactly what to do." Or it basically tells you, it's just, the videos show you preferred race, look for those, then value odds, then what are the odds near post time, then do I have confidence, then put the bet together. It's all a plan, a very strategic plan, very methodical plan. And the way to long-term profit in this game is big hits. 9,800 there, 4,300 there, 10,000 here, 3,700 there, 2,500 there, Belmont Park 27, 9,000 here, Belmont Park 4,400, Hollywood Park, another big one there, 8,300. I think you get the point. And I'm going to finish this up by saying bankroll management is the key, your little secret sauce to the whole deal. If we don't manage our bankroll, we won't be able to get from one big score to the next. So my suggestion is 1% of whatever your horse racing bankroll is. That should be your maximum bet on any given race that you play. Hopefully you're playing preferred races. But bankroll is whatever money you set aside for horse racing. Obviously not money that's meant to pay bills with, but money you say, okay, this is for horse racing. That's your bankroll. That is your horse racing bankroll. 1% of that total is the maximum you should play on any race, maybe 2%. The reason you do it that way is by adhering to those bankroll management rules of 1%, you are pretty much guaranteeing that you never blow out your bank, bust your bank, tap out, whatever you want to call it, blow the bankroll. Every horse player has done that, including myself, multiple times in their lifetime. Probably dozens and dozens and dozens. We don't have to do that anymore. But with bankroll management, here again, we're eliminating another source of negative results and pain. I mean, this hobby does not have to be painful. Yet, so many players suffer through it. But if we work a plan from start to finish, a proven plan, and keep in mind I started on this 16 years ago doing the research on all of this. Well, what you're seeing in the videos is a result of 16 years of research. And I'm talking 7 days a week, 12 to 18 hours a day. So, computer was only used to automate tedious tasks. I don't believe a computer can do all the work for you. It can do what it's supposed to do, and that is the computer should be able to eliminate tedious tasks and automate. Other than that, the person, the human, does the thinking and the programming. So that's it. Watch the videos, watch them more than once, and you will be on your way. Summertime is here. Saratoga and Del Mar coming up. My palms are itching. Thanks a lot for viewing. Good luck with all your bets.